Hello, yeah, man, welcome back once again to my channel. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at how to find top n values. Now, when I say top n values, what I'm simply trying to say is that we are going to look at how to find. Probably you have a number of products, you have a certain number of products, and you have a certain number of, and you have an equivalent unit sold revenue, total revenues. But your manager just wants to know, you want to know which products are actually performing and which ones are not performing. And so he or she wants you to um, put up something to show maybe the top 10 products that are performing based on the revenues that they are generating or the quantities that are being sold. All right. Or on the other hand, you can have your manager wants to know which products are underperforming. All right. And so which 10 products are bringing in less revenue or are being requested for. That means you have less quantities requested or quantities sold. All right. And so your manager comes to you and he tells you that this is the data set that we have. Meshach, I just want to know which products are bringing in the most revenue. I need you to draft a little something in Power BI to show us so that we'll know what to do when it comes to those products and whether to concentrate more on those products or to concentrate less on those products. All right. And so this is something that we'll be looking at. We are going to be looking at today. Now, don't get me wrong. This might seem easy, but it wasn't easy at first when I started out. I remember when I first started out, I went onto YouTube and I saw a couple of videos and they were using functions and DAX functions. And I was like, oh, I wanted to do that until I went for an interview and it was just that they wanted to find the top 10, top 5. And that's what one thing about data analytics, all right? There are so many ways to derive a result or an answer, but you just need to go for the ones that make you feel comfortable, the one that is easier, and the ones that leads to the right outcome. That is it. All right, that is it. You don't need to worry about the DAX functions and all that. If your formula leads to the right answer, that's what you take. But I didn't know that when I started out. I watched some videos about using DAX to find the top N and all of that. And so I went for the interview, and then it was a whole mess. I don't want to talk about that. So in today's video, we'll be jumping right in. I'm going to show you an easy way to go about that and an easy way to solve such questions. Now, before we delve into, I just want to say, hey, if today is your first time being here on this channel, I appreciate you so much for giving this channel an opportunity, a chance. All right, and I say, welcome to the family. Do well to enjoy today's video. If you're a returning subscriber, returning viewer, hey, the love is deep. I really do appreciate the effort. All right, so let's jump right in. And so let's say that we have this particular data. So think analytics, we have the store data set and we have product names. All right, so this product name is simply talks about the products that we have. All right, and so we have the product names, the products. So these are our products: backpack, blueback, flexi, Phoenix phone, Lenovo, and so on and so forth. All right, so these are our products. These are our products. Okay, and we want to find out, looking at these products, all right, which of them has the highest unit sold, or which of them has the lowest unit sold. All right, and so we first want to look at the top 5 products and we want to look at the bottom 5 products. All right, and there's a way to go about this. Now, if I have this and I show you this, I just add the unit sold to them. It gives you this. We can create visualization out of this. All right, so let's create a visualization out of this. Okay, so we have this. All right, we have this. All right, but there are instances where the product names could be lengthy. The product names could be in hundreds, or it could be in the 50s. All right, and we can't go through all of them. Now when you look at this, you're able to tell about if the product names or the products that we have are so many that before they fit in, you need to keep pulling it down to see all the products. Then it doesn't really make sense to just leave them there like that. Like even in this scenario, you still have to scroll down to know which products are down below and all that. All right, and so we just want to know the top 5 products. Okay, now how can we go about this? Now what we can do is that we can, let me hit on this, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to here, the filters on this visual on the right side. So if you can see here, so let me just take this out. All right, so I'm taking this out. So, and I'm starting all over. So I'm going to hit on my product. So my product names is going to be here, and then I want to find out the quantity sold for each product. All right, in your case it could be the revenues generated by each product, or what have you. All right, but in this scenario we are looking at the units sold, okay, for this product. So the units sold for this product, and it's showing us that the sum of units sold for these products are these. All right, but in this scenario you can see that these are all mixed up. All right, you can easily just go to sort and say that you want to sort them out by the sum of products from highest to lowest, you know, and then you can get this. But this is still not really the right thing to do. All right, and so there's a formula in Power BI that helps you to just know the top 5 products or the bottom 5 products without having to, you know, worry so much. And so what you are going to do, you are going to come here to product name. I'm going to hit on product name. It's going to give me this filter option. All right, so we have basic filtering, we have advanced filtering, and we have the top end. All right, so this is filter. You can play along, you can play around with this. All right, so basic filter will help you to take out what you want to be shown on your dashboard, or what you don't want to be shown on the dashboard. All right, it's just like the filtering in Excel. Okay, so you can either select all of this, or you can just select just one or two. All right, so you see it applying to our visualization. All right, but that's what we are looking at. This is just a basic filtering. All right, what we are going to go for is the top end. All right, so I'm going to click on top end, and I'm going to say top end. So the top end is the top, this one. So we can see we want the top 3, or we want the top 5, or we want the top 4, or we want the top 1. All right, depending on what you want. And so let's say in this scenario we want the top 3. All right, we want the top 3 products, and then it's based on what it said by value. So we want the top 3 based on what? We want it on the unit sold, on the order ID, on the total revenue. What do we want it based on? All right, and so I say top 3, and I want it on the unit sold. So I'm going to drag this, and I'm going to put this in here. All right, so I want the top 3 based on the sum of units sold. So I want the top 3 products based on the sum of units sold, those that brought me the most units sold. All right, and so that's what we put in right there. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to click on apply filter. Don't forget to click on the apply filter. If you don't click on the apply filter, it's not going to work. So I'm going to click on the apply filter, and what are you going to see? I'm going to see that now it's only showing us the top 3 products based on the sum of units sold. All right, just going to show us the top 3 products based on the sum of units sold. So we have this, and if you want the bottom 3, you can equally just come here, change it to bottom 3, and then you click on apply, and this is going to show you the bottom 3. That's the 3 products that underperformed during the period. All right, and so this is how the top end works. Shows you if you want to know the top 5 products that are performing, the top 3 that are underperforming, the top 10 that are performing, the top 20 that are not performing. This is how to go about it. You just come to your filter after selecting what you want. Come to the filter, you select your top end, you come here. Do you want the top? Do you want the highest, or do you want the lowest? You come to bottom. All right, so you can choose, and then once you choose that, you put the top what you want. You want the top 5 or the top 10 or the top 1? So if I want top 1, I'll just put 1. All right, and then once I'm done, by value I'm going to select what I'm basing it on, the top value. What am I basing it on? Am I basing it on units sold? Am I basing it on quantity? Am I basing it on revenue? So you go, you drag that, and then you put that in the by value, column, and then you hit on the apply filter, and it's going to work it out for you. All right, and so this is how the top end works. I do hope you enjoyed today's video on this as well, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it a lot, and it helps in the YouTube algorithm. If there are any questions that you would like to ask, if there's something you do not understand and you would like me to go over, be sure to leave a comment down below. I'll check it out, I'll reply, and then if I need to make a video, I'll make a video for you. I do hope this video added some value to your data analytics journey. All right. And yeah, I really do appreciate you being here. We are doing the curtains one end, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. All right. See you.